Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so back to be back. Before I start, I just want to say happy holidays for those who are watching. And I know like when this video will be posted, a lot of people will still be on break, but I was just wishing you a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and hope you guys having a good winter break and taking the time to kind of relax but also reflect on the year, because I think 2024 was an interesting year for all of us, especially for me. So a lot has happened this year, a lot of great things, a lot of not so great things. So I just want to wish you just happy holidays, and like hopefully you're recharged and ready and energized for the new year. And also I also wanted to say, please again, if you can, to subscribe, like, and comment. I really do appreciate the support. I've seen a lot of my videos are like up to like 80 views, almost like nearly 100, which I would never expected to see my videos be watched nearly 80 times, which is crazy to me. I'm still processing that. So like people took the time to like kind of help me accomplish that. Like to me it's like a huge deal. Like one view is it's a big enough amount of view for me, but to see like some of my videos are getting 80 views and like 85 views, like it's amazing. So I really appreciate that, and seeing all the likes. And speaking of likes, so my last recent video when I discussed fandom culture, specifically K-pop, I noticed that I got the most like out of that video. So I was like, maybe I should continue doing some more story times and just like videos regarding that, because two things popped up. That just seemed the most like, because that video has 6 likes, but also that was my latest video, came out a week ago, which is crazy to me. But also I was watching a YouTube video one day while I was getting for work, and I will leave the link of the YouTube video, but the YouTube video talks about being a weird black girl, and how you know, girls who like black girls who are viewed nerdy and weird, who are into anime and K-pop, are kind of bringing the stereotypes that are against black women, which I think is great. And she went into the experience of being kind of like labeled as the nerdy black girl, and like as I'm watching, I'm like, this is my life. Like I was like, I don't know if you guys know what I mean. Wait, is this play about us? I was like, this is me. Like, and it makes sense because she's like, I feel like she can also relate and has some personal experience herself, but every point she was making, hitting spot on. And it just made me realize, thinking about my experiences, especially growing up, a little bit of context, like growing up, from kindergarten to senior year of high school, I went to charter school, and the population was a majority black students. As you know, there was a part in the video where she talked about the term Oreo and how a lot of black women would be called an Oreo. So for those who don't know what an Oreo is, the term is basically when someone who's black but acts white, which to me, I did this because there's no one way to act black, you know what I mean? I think it's a very offensive term, and it's very harmful. So like what she said, that people have been called Oreos, and like I could relate to that because I've been called an Oreo growing up in middle school, high school, and elementary school, and also saying like I sound like a white girl, because I was very soft spoken and I could articulate my word. I think was the reason why. And I was a bit confused, because how am I, like, the fact that I'm able to speak or say what I want to say or speak my mind, but also I'm very soft spoken, or just the way I speak and just how I'm very reserved, how does that make me a white girl? You know what I mean? I think it goes back to the stereotype or stigma towards black women. Oh, the angry black woman, like she's very like, you know, like, as you know, we've heard like giving attitude, very rude, very like, you know, especially darker skinned black women, like we're like experience, like we are automatically like not feminine, we're more masculine, which is not like the stereotype is that towards darker skinned black women, how like we're automatically more masculine, which is, it's one thing to assume someone's, if they're from more feminine or masculine than someone expressing themselves. Like, you shouldn't be stereotyping or labeling someone before getting to know them. And so like the fact that I was very soft-spoken, more feminine, they're like, whoa, is she even black? So just experiencing that, which is very harmful, because it's one thing for it to come from a stranger or just someone who is not from the same race, but for it to come or to hear those words being thrown at you by people who are within your community, I think it's just very confusing and harmful, even because it's like that phrase, it be your own people. Like, why? Like, you're using this term to kind of hurt someone who is part of your community, and then not realizing why the term is so offensive and harmful for people in your community, and how that can have an impact on their life later on. It's very harmful. I can talk about my experience, especially being like a black woman, darker skinned black woman, plus size black woman, like growing up, especially like in high school, middle school. Like, issues with my hair. Like, one of the main reasons why, like, growing up I was very insecure about my hair texture and hairstyle. I remember this experience where I was kind of made fun of for having my hair was made fun of because, what was it? It was like we were in this like study hall after school program, and once again I'm minding my business and I'm doing some homework, and these two guys are talking to this girl and bullying her. She's lighter skin, her hair is longer, and like they're making fun of like people's hair length and everything. Mind you, I don't know them, they don't know me. I'm just taking my notes, minding my business, and one of them was like, oh, at least my hair is longer than hers. And I've noticed this, like, I'm the kind of person, I'm so shocked when people say something that's very hurtful, because it's like, I want to react, but the fact that I care about the other person so much, to the point where it's like, I don't know why, but just hearing that, just someone commenting on someone's hairstyle and hair texture and hair length, and mind you, the other person was black themselves, was just like, what made you say that in your right mind so effortless, like, so freely, so like open, and like didn't even like process what you just said, just freely like that, to the point where I was like, oh, like, from there, like, I would always tie my hair, or like, especially from that experience or that moment, like, oh my gosh, like, doing my hair, I always had to get my hair done just to cover my real natural hair, or but mind you, my hair, like, my real natural hair, when it was straight, it was like up to here. For people who've seen my real hair before, like, it was, to me, it was medium length, and there's nothing wrong with having short natural hair, but just like the way the person commented, as if like the fact that my hair was longer than his, like my hair was bad and his hair was good. So, but it's like, I learned this now, but like, your hair is a story representative of who you are and those who came before you. But to hear someone comment something about my hair not only hurt me, but just hurt the people that came before me, to kind of like, it only just hurt my mom, like my ancestors, just like hearing that's like, listen, for me to have this hair, I came from generations of people who survived the worst of the worst for me to be here, physically here. So then to kind of have that person kind of make that comment so freely, it's like, you kind of went through the same experience. Someone generations before you survived the toughest of the toughest for you to be physically here and kind of represent them in a way, like with your phenotype, just like anything. So like eyes color, nose, hair. So for you to comment on someone's appearance, you don't know how harmful that can be. So that's why someone always makes a comment about someone's appearance. That's like, I get like, I lose respect for that person, because you just don't do that, because you don't know, like, for example, especially body size and shape and stuff like that, you don't know what the person's going through. But also, like I said, like, we are a representation of those who came before us. For you to make a comment, you're just, like I said, harming me, but also those who came before me, for me to be physically here. So just hearing that and just knowing that, like, this has happened a lot to a lot of black girls, a black woman, I'm just like, this is an issue. And also, where is this hatred as towards black women, especially like with their hair and everything, where has this started? And like, thinking about it, colonization, slavery, that's a whole other topic for a whole other day, like another day. But just hearing that, just, we're just so shocked. I was just like, I don't know what to do or say. So yeah, like I said, I've been insecure with my hair. I'm slowly starting to love my hair more, but I'm not gonna lie, it was a process in a journey, because I would always have my hair done. I was having my hair tied. It wasn't until recently in grad school, like, another thing, finding a hair tech in Boston can be a lot. It can be a journey. So there was a period of time it was hard for me to find someone to do my hair. So like I eventually had to leave my natural hair out, and that was I was very anxious for a period of time, but I found a solution. But just that journey alone, just like, okay, it's been a while since people have seen me with my real hair. Like, I don't think I'm mentally prepared for that. Like, it was hard, but it changed and I was able to do that. But I'm still learning, and it's a process, it's a journey for me to come back to loving my hair. So that was that. So just being called like sound like a white girl, being made fun of my hair, don't get me started like how I physically looked, just comments left and right. So that was high school. And in the video, the YouTuber, she talked about another experience, just like liking music genres and like fandom culture. Specifically, she said like girls who were into anime and K-pop and like rock music. Like another like things I was said was just like, oh, you like white people music, or especially with me. In the video, she talked about how like people who were within the community, like if a person said like, I like music that was outside of the community, people would make comment like, you only like white people music. That hit me the hardest, because I experienced so much just comment left and right from middle school to high school, just because I like One Direction. For those who don't know One Direction was the biggest boy band in the 2010s. They were from the UK. They were part of the X Factor. Won third place, went around the world. I was able to see them like one of their last concert, hit after hit. I grew up listening to different type of music genre. Like my family kind of introduced me to that, like listening to different music, especially from all over the world. Like I like on Saturday mornings, I would wake up my mom playing Celine Dion, or like on Fridays on those way to school, like my friend would play 1D songs, you know what I mean? Or like when my cousin would come over, he would play Migos. Like I grew up listening to different type of music genres, so it didn't hit me until like recently. I was like, why do I like music genres from like all over the world? It's like because you grew up listening to that, like interacting with people, you learn to like different type of music, and like that's one thing I will always appreciate from my family and friend, kind of like giving me that like lens of like trying something out and like being open-minded, because I've like made like my playlist now is Chef Kiss. But growing up, I was very vocal, like I like Wendy, like one thing I like to rep who I like, and like I was very vocal about like One Direction. I was like, I like One Direction, because I'm like, they're the biggest boy band in the whole world, like who wouldn't like them? Remember, I went to majority black school, and a lot of comments were like, oh, you like that white people music, you only like white boys, which was not the case, because when it comes to me, I really don't discriminate against race. But solely because I liked a group where majority members were white, I say majority, like everyone but one was white, they automatically had like my assumption of like what I liked or who I liked, right? And it was hard, just like I can't enjoy music that's not something that everyone listens to for once. And if you really listen to One Direction songs, like they have some hits, they have some bangers. Like other than the hits I'll play in the video, like in the radio, like they had amazing songs. Like I still listen to their songs till this day. Like recently a lot because of the unfortunate death of Liam Payne, but even after the breakup in 2015 or 2016, that year, like I would still listen to Wendy like throughout college, like on like walking, you know what I mean, because they had such amazing songs. So I remember especially in high school, there was a girl, she would always just make jabs at me, like if they're playing like folklore or like classical music, it's like, oh Nika, that's kind of music like to listen to, which kind of just hurt me. It's like, damn, like why bother me? I can't even enjoy music that I like why does it bother you that much that I listen to music, different type of music? And I remember this one girl was like, why does it matter? Like it's just music. Because I think she kind of could relate with me, because she likes to listen to different type of music, and like she kind of like, even though the joke was made towards me, but she kind of was like, what is wrong with people? Like, you know? And she was like, what? She was like, girl, like not to me, but to other girls, like, what? Like, it's music. Like, what's wrong with this music? There's nothing wrong. So, like, it was very interesting because it's like people were quick to kind of take away that joy away from you. Because me listening to Wendy, like, I was very joyful because, like, I was kind of, before liking Wendy, like, I had a pipeline of boy band. It was Mindless Behavior, Big Time Rush, One Direction, BTS, pretty much 80s. So, like, hearing that comment just, like, from 6th grade to 12th grade, non-stop, it was just, like, this is too much. Like, I can't take this anymore. So, I was just, like, I'm gonna be less vocal about liking boy groups. Because every time I say I like a group, people just bully me and just make fun of me and just assume I like one type of race because of the music I like, which is crazy to me. And like I said, the worst part is it comes from people within your own community, which, like, it shouldn't be that way, because I feel like anyone should have the right to enjoy any type of music, because at the end of the day, music is created to kind of provide peace and comfort and happiness for an individual. So, you know what I mean? So I feel like that was the issue that I had with the people, like, growing up in my experience, because I know that, but it's not like I only listen to One Direction. I listen to multiple genres. Like, I would, like, till this day, like, one moment I listen to hip hop. The other day I would listen to country music. Like, not as much, mostly like Beyonce's country album. Or I would listen to you know, songs, music genre from the Caribbean, Afro swing, Afro beat, Amapiano, like sometimes Brazilian funk, just a little bit, not too much. You know what I mean? Like, my music taste is so diverse. So that was just like my experience when it comes to that, like around like high school, middle school. When I got to college, that's where I got the same thing happened to me. As you guys know, my previous story time I talked about at a club event, the profile dating hinge game situation, how, like, if you don't know, it's in my last video about the painful lessons I learned about friendship. I also put the link down below, but long story short, there was a game. The team had to create a dating profile for me, and a lot of the answers was just like Korean based, like favorite type of food, Korean food. Mind you, when I was very vocal with that, that's not true. I like pizza or Haitian food. Korean food is great, but it's not my favorite food, because I didn't really start trying Korean food until like later on in college. So they'll do stuff like that, or like dream destination Korea, just like make me look like low-key a Korea boo. So that was that. And another situation that like really hurt me was during a job. This was like junior year of college going into senior year. It was during the summer, and I was doing a program, and I've learned ways to spot a K-pop stan by casually talking to people and then getting a glimpse of what they like, or like looking at like laptop or phone case. There was one person who I know was a K-pop stan because her phone case was like it was BTS. They did a collaboration with the Kissify, I think is the name of it. It was like for the Butter era, and I recognized that Kiss. I was like, oh my god, I think she's in the army. And then I was like, I love your case. She was like, wait, do you know what it means? Like, you know, like what it represents? I was like, yeah, of course. Like, you're in the army. And like, oh my god, like we were so happy, like we could like found someone, and like that's all we talked about. And then my other person, like my other friend that I'm so close to this day, we were talking about shows. I was like, yeah, I'm really into international shows. Like, I watch shows from like Brazil, Korea, Europe. Like, I watch, you know, shows from Africa. And she's like, wait, you watch K-drama? I was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, if you're into K-drama, like you, like, you know, like I feel fine. I feel comfortable, which is an issue within itself. Like, why do I have to feel safe or comfortable to talk to someone about a show? So that happened, and mind you, those are only two people. There was one other person, like we were talking about different shows, and he was like, yeah, like I watch K-drama sometimes. Like, oh, that's cool. But when he said sometimes, like, okay, you're not really a stan, whatever. But my other friend, she was watching like not only just K-dramas, like reality TV shows as well. So where we would just watch it together. So one day, I'm doing each of us have to do like admin shift, and my part is just doing mailing out stuff, right? So I'm working on the envelopes, and there's a room, the classroom. There's barely people in there. I'm minding my business, working on my envelope, mind you, doing my admin shift. And there's two people that came in. We'll call the first one Thomas, second one Jeffrey. They come in with their lunch, whatever. And out of nowhere, Tom is just like, oh, you're into K-pop. Like, why do you like those Asian men? Like, you like Asian men? Like, they're very racist too. I'm gonna repeat it one more time so you guys can hear what I said. They literally said to me, as I'm minding my business and doing my job, disrupting my peace, said, out of nowhere, started a conversation with me out of nowhere. First thing you open, oh yeah, I hear you like into that K-pop stuff. Why do you like Asian men? Like, are you only into Asian men? Do you only date Asian men? They're very racist. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to look for where I asked for this person's opinion about what music genre I liked. Like, I'm really trying to like look for it because last time I checked, as you heard, I was minding my business, working the envelope in my own world, and someone wanted to insert their opinion to me as if I'd be like, oh my god, you're so right. You are so right. Let me stop. Like, I didn't think about that, King. Now I know. Are you out of your mind? For you to be that bold? To open your mouth to me to say that kind of stuff? Easily? Freely? The audacity, I swear. People sometimes, and I said, excuse me? What did you just say? He's like, yeah, like, why are you into Asian men? Like, I'm like, really? So I'm like, did you just hear what you just said, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, first of all, what you said is not okay and not appropriate. It's talking about, it's none of your business. It's none of your business who I like, what I like. Does that? I remember just like getting angry, like, no, he was like, oh, like, it's not that deep, and then like started to change the conversation and like moved on, and we got interrupted by someone. This is why I say people just have no decorum, and it's very harmful and like disrespectful for you to just open your mouth and to bother someone who is minding their business. It's not like I went up to him like, I love K-pop, which I didn't. Mind you, like I said, minding my business, you disrupt my peace, and it's like, what made you, why do you care so much, specifically me, as if I'm the only person who likes K-pop in this freaking job? And you choose to bother me. Why are you bothering me? Leave me alone. And from there, I kept my distance from him, and I made it clear that I didn't like him. To the point where, like, I made it super clear I didn't even want to be near him because that made me feel very uncomfortable. Super uncomfortable. And all that, but just brought, like, my other past experience with, like, 1D, and I'm just like, bro, this can't be happening. People having the free will just open up their mouth, this just judging the music genre that I like to listen to. This cannot happen. And I was glad that I was able to call someone out, because one thing about me, I think during middle school and high school, I wasn't able to because I was just worried about getting in trouble. But the fact that I called someone out during work, I was like, I don't care anymore, because you're just being disrespectful. And this is just the last straw. So those are the story times of just like some of my experience that I've dealt with. And looking back and just seeing like what I've been through, I'm so happy that I never changed just to listen to people's thoughts and continued to explore and listen to different music genres. Like, I'll show you how like how diverse my music genre is to me. I'm gonna open up my Spotify. Actually, no, I'm gonna open up this app that I have. It's not sponsored. This video is not sponsored at all. I've been using this app called Earbuds. I'll show you what it looks like. So it's this one. So it's earbuds, and it shows you all the songs that I've listened to, but some of them my friends have listened to. So I connected to my Spotify, and what it'll show you is a list of songs that I've listened to. So as you can see, there's some compa, some French R&B, there's some K-pop, there's some Amapiano, some French R&B as well, some Zouk, Amapiano, and then SZA. Like, you see how colorful? Okay, I was listening to SZA because her new album came out, by the way. So good. Listen, 10 out of 10. See how diverse my music taste is? Like, look how colorful it is. Like, and diverse. Different people, different genre. Sorry. Like, show you that, and then my Spotify playlist. I have a, like, let me just show you, like, from my repeat, like, songs I've been on repeat. My list, right? So you have this one right here. Right? You have this song. You have this song right here. You have this song right here. You have this song. Not only that, you have this song. And this song. And this song. Right here. So, proves my point. I don't listen to one music genre. You see how, like, I'm different moods in, like, 10 seconds? Like, I took you nearly around the world in 10 seconds just to show you the kind of music. I even grew up listening to some of these songs. Let me just give you a glimpse. Like, I have a Saturday morning cleanup playlist right here. This song right here. Or this song. Or my favorite song growing up. I even have, like, literally Afrofusion, Self-Quarantine. I have a Caribbean-based song it's not just dancehall. It's not just dancehall. Like, or my favorite, a classic. Oh, no. Or right here. Or how about this one? Or maybe, I don't know, this one right here. So I hope that shows you how, like, the type of music that I listen to is not just one thing. Because one thing about me, I've learned I cannot just listen to one music genre. And like I said, going to my upbringing, I would listen to dance hall, and then next, compa, and then Celine Dion, like, growing up with my mom. Cousin would play me Migos, like, and I'm so grateful because it made me kind of get my taste of who I am and what I like. But I was at a point, I think, a story to my told you, I was done with just hearing people's opinion and thoughts about what I liked. Because at the end of the day, you're not me, and you don't know what these music have done to kind of support me and make me the person I am. So I don't care what you say. I don't care about your opinion at all. I can care less. This music, I wake up, I play it on my way to work. I feel better. Because sometimes you need that music to kind of just keep you sane. while you're walking or while you're just handling and dealing with life. I have seen 3 of my favorite artists that I grew up listening to. One during undergrad, one since I was in high school, two since I was in high school. And these artists have kept me through like the darkest moment like that I've been through. I was able to see Burna Boy, Rema, and Victoni all in within a year. And I loved loved them. I remember listening to Victoni during like junior and sophomore year during the story time. Listening to his song just kept me sane, especially Holy Father. Like those songs, like these artists, like let me enjoy who I want to enjoy. I'm basically saying that I can go to one artist, another artist, but people should not comment on what people like and their interests. If anything, you should be willing to explore other options and listen to other songs too. And even if you like one genre, that's you. You have every right to like one genre. That's fine. But you should be making any comments about what people like and other people like in their music. Same thing if you like 50 different music genre. You shouldn't make any comment about a person who likes or listens to one music genre. Because at the end of the day, your music choice is a reflection of who you are. And that your personality is what kind of, the best way I can describe it, your personality is like a representation of who you are, and it's the beauty of yourself that you bring to this world. So don't let anyone make any comment about what music you like, who you like. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, these music, it touches you and it says something to you. So that's what I want to let you guys know. Now, like people like, if people can comment about it, I'm like, I don't care. I can care less. Because like, those experiences have taught me to like, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just like a mini rant. I was going all over the place, but watching that watching that YouTube video, which I will also link down below, just really taught me a lot of things. Like I was like, wow, like this is not just like a me experience, like a lot of people have gone through, which is an issue and a thing that should also be discussed. But I'm glad that like that video and other videos who have made topics about the nerdy black girl is starting a conversation, and I hope this conversation continues throughout generation. But yeah, that's it. I hope you like this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys next week.